them out, bring them out. Bring them out, bring them out. Bring them out, bring them out. Bring them out, bring them out. Poses.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and you get a look inside a hot and humid Everbank Stadium here in the city of Jacksonville. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two teams here that came into the NFL together back in 1995, and off we go between the Jags and the Panthers. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Well, right away, they'll change the look. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. Runs over. Still fighting. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Come on, set. 45, white, yellow, go. Hut, hut.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first two plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball on both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
Ready?
Looking to throw, Young. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Now he can exhale. His season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On play action, Young. He's going to look deep down the field. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Xavier Legette, 33 yards. And the Panthers are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
At their own 35-yard line.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
2nd down and 3.
Hey, run! Here we go.
Lawrence. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. Now Lawrence to the right side and complete to Thomas. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. They run the option left with Lawrence, and maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
That is Joshua Hines-Allen getting in there to bring him down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing, Young.
At the 35-yard line.
Got a man, that's Leggett. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on this good position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
out of the gun, it's Young. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Set, ready. 45, White. Hut.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 10 black, set, go. Hut.
A former Oklahoma State Cowboy, it's Chuba Hubbard. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Young now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Here we go, set. Blue, 32. Set, huh?
Now here's Young. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly, but, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. This will be caught by Brown. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That's good for a Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
11.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Open man, Hamler, that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Easy. Take right open.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Here's Lawrence. Thomas has got it, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
13, Luke. 11. Sink right.
Lawrence going to throw again. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now a 2nd and 2.
At the 30-yard line.
11. Sink right open. Go, let's go.
Now Lawrence to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line.
Those chains. That's good for another Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
11, Haggett. Hey, kill.
Right there, baby.
30 left. Hey, I'm gun. Go. 13, Luke. 11.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Second and 10.
Sink right. Hey, Ginger. Go. 11. Sink right open. Go, let's go. Here we go.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. Flush to his right. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away. They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Young. Dancing, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Hey, green. Blue, 32. You, yellow. Blue, green. Set.
Here is Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired, and if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense. Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the 1st.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. That is caught. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
That's good for a Jaguars.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26.
Hey, Soko, hot. 11, add it. Hey, I'm gun.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that one's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. trouble, Lawrence. 26 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that come.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of it? Being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
Nifty move. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Here we go. Right. Block 40.
Young to throw it. To the right side, hauled in by McMillan. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. Loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100.
Young to throw it. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Young. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Jags are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
11.
Lawrence. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
A 9-yard pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 32-yard line.
Now Lawrence changing the play. To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
But you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll run with Etienne. Now he's free at the 35. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, 67 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And these guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The city just made a sweep with the diabetic. They know she feel the deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Welcome New Orleans with the educated LA yelling.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now he'll throw deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Young. He'll get this complete to Sanders, the tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Here we go, set, red, sight, hut.
Looking to throw, Young. Flushed out right. And that's a touchdown, but hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
Here we go. Ready?
Young will set to throw. On the move to his left. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in this last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Hey, I'm gun. 11, Agate. Go.
Now Lawrence. That would complete downfield to Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 43 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. A quick throw, but incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. It's complete to Brown, right side. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, I'm gun. 11. Go. Here we go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. This will be caught once again by Brown. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. That's going to be caught. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Here's Young from the shotgun. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Down, red, cycle, black, hut.
Out of the gun, it's Young. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
11. Hey, Soko, hot. Go. Take right open.
Lawrence will throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. It's caught inside the 25. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Brian Thomas, 68 yards. And the Jaguars are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He'll check this one down to Taylor. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now here's Young. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They go play action. Young. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
45, right, 6, mega, right.
From the shotgun, it's Young. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Jaguars will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Go, let's go. Eleven.
Now Lawrence to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Hey, 11, Agate. Hey, Soko, high. Go. Hey, I'm gun. 11. Here we go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Jaguars. Britton Strange, 53 yards. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Trevor Etienne. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big play there for Carolina. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Come on, set. Red, 30, set.
Throwing, Young. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Rolling to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Young. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Jags are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
On play action, Lawrence.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency.
And, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A big play there. 51 yards.
And the Panthers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Screenplay, here's Etienne. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And it's 2nd down.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So the penalty now moves it up. It's 2nd and 10.
Hey, easy. Route. Hey, son.
Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. From midfield now, Lawrence.
Man open left side is Brown. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Hey, run. Hey, tomato.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Hey, lion.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Lawrence. They'll drop that underneath to ETN. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Hunter, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Jaguars are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been... And my goodness, another interception. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Second and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 15-yard line.
Lawrence. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not. And he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Once more, ETN. And he will again go backwards as they drive him back to the 4-yard line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Going for it, here's ETN. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Kickoff for the Jaguars.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
To the right side, hauled in by McMillan. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, Young. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Young to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Oh, this is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
The Panthers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Drill, 52. Watch out now, 50 Fury. Blue striker.
And Young's going to throw for this. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
26.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
That's good for a Jaguars.
Let's go.
1st and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Well, come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
11. Hey, I'm gun. Think right. Go.
Now Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, It was over a long time ago.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
That is caught. McMillan with it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw, Young. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Young is set to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Here we go. Black.
Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. That is knocked away and incomplete. The coverage, excellent. And the gadget play is foiled. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. A shotgun snap and again to ETN. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Jags, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to being on some chill. We go